Your life is about to change in 24 hours. Watch closely, and don't scroll, because what I'm about to speak into your spirit is already rising inside you, tugging at your intuition, pulling at the edges of your awareness, and your heart needs this right now in a way you may not fully understand yet. Listen to this, because this message is for you, and it's reaching you at the exact moment the universe intended, the exact moment something in your energy field has shifted, the exact moment when destiny has quietly opened a door you didn't even realize was forming in front of you. For the past few days, maybe even weeks, you've been feeling something, an unexplainable mix of pressure and anticipation, waves of emotion that seem to come out of nowhere, flashes of clarity that disappear as quickly as they arrive, and this isn't random. It's alignment, it's spiritual preparation, it's the universe whispering to you that the next 24 hours are not going to be ordinary, that something divinely guided is being placed on your path right now, something meant to change your direction, your relationships, your hope, your heart. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, the signs have already been showing up around you. Angel numbers like 111 reminding you you're entering a new beginning, 222 confirming divine partnerships are aligning, 333 nudging you toward growth, 444 wrapping you in protection, and 555 signaling a breakthrough, a shift, a transformation that cannot be stopped. You may have brushed these signs off, or maybe you noticed them and wondered what they meant, but listen to this, because this message is for you. The universe has been trying to get your attention, gently at first, then louder, then emotionally, urging you to pay attention to your instincts, your dreams, your sudden moments of déjà vu, because something is coming toward you, a message, an opportunity, a person, a revelation, that will shift the way you see your future entirely. And don't scroll, please, because your heart needs this. You've been carrying spiritual weight recently, an internal heaviness that didn't come from nowhere. It was part of the preparation, the clearing, the shedding of pieces of your past that no longer fit the version of you that is emerging. The universe has been stripping away blockages, energetic, emotional, relational, not to punish you, but to position you. You may have felt frustration, delays, endings, silence from someone you cared about, confusion around your direction, but every single one of those moments was divine protection, divine alignment, divine redirection, preparing you for what's coming in these next 24 hours. Listen to this, because the message is for you. Someone connected to your soul has felt this shift too. Yes, this includes soulmate energy. Someone in your life, or someone about to enter it, has been thinking about you intensely, feeling pulled toward you, sensing your energy even without communication, and this sudden rise of emotion they're experiencing is part of the same universal alignment pulling at you. They've been dreaming about you. Their intuition has been nudging them. Their heart has been restless, unable to shake the feeling that they need to speak, act, confess, or return. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now. In the next 24 hours, something involving this connection may come forward, a message, a sign, a realization, a moment of clarity that shakes them awake. But this isn't just about love, this is about destiny. This is about purpose. This is about a chapter opening that has been waiting for you to be ready, emotionally and spiritually, and now, you finally are. The universe is accelerating things behind the scenes. You may notice synchronicities becoming more frequent, thoughts appearing in your mind that feel divinely placed, sudden emotional waves that aren't yours but belong to the person thinking of you, or moments where your intuition whispers, pay attention. Listen to this, because this message is for you. Angels are guiding this shift. They've been preparing the way without you seeing, rearranging circumstances, opening doors, closing the wrong ones, aligning timing down to the second. They're not asking you to fight, or chase, or overthink. They're asking you to stay open, grounded, and receptive, because what's coming is meant for you. Don't scroll, your heart needs this now more than ever. Within the next 24 hours, expect something unusual, a sign you can't ignore, a message that catches you off guard, a sudden opportunity, a shift in energy so strong it feels like someone just turned a page in your story. And when it happens, your spirit will recognize it instantly. You will feel the truth of this moment in your chest, in your breath, in your intuition. You will know this is not a coincidence, it is confirmation. The universe is about to reveal why you had to be patient, why you had to let go, why things had to fall apart before they came together. Something good, something aligned, something destined, is already on its way to you, and you're closer to it than you've ever been. Don't scroll, watch closely. Your life is about to change. Don't scroll, because what I'm about to reveal is already unfolding in your energy, and your heart needs this right now, especially because the shift you felt in the past 24 hours, the sudden heaviness in your chest, the random waves of emotion, the unexpected clarity, the strange calm that doesn't match your circumstances, is not accidental. Listen to this, because this message is for you, and the universe is guiding your spirit into a moment of transformation that is bigger, deeper, and more divinely aligned than anything you've stepped into this year. Something is accelerating behind the scenes, something that has been preparing itself for months, maybe years, waiting for the exact moment your heart, your spirit, and your destiny were aligned enough to receive it, and now, that moment has arrived. Don't scroll, because your heart needs this right now. Everything that recently felt confusing, delayed, frustrating, or emotionally draining was actually clearing your path, removing what couldn't go where you're headed, even if you didn't understand it at the time. You weren't being punished, you were being positioned. You weren't losing, you were being redirected. You weren't breaking, you were being reshaped for a blessing that required a different version of you. A stronger you, a softer you, a more intuitive you, a more awakened you. Listen to this, because this message is for you. The universe has been whispering to you through signs. 111 to remind you of the doorway opening, 222 to show you alignment in relationships, 333 encouraging you to expand your spirit, 444 protecting you while you release the old, and 555 preparing you for transformation that cannot be stopped. You've seen these numbers, maybe randomly, maybe repeatedly, maybe at moments when your instincts were already alert, and you wondered if they meant something, and yes, they did. They were confirmation that something in your timeline was shifting, recalibrating, aligning. Don't scroll, your heart needs this. You've outgrown the version of yourself that tolerated uncertainty, fear, emotional breadcrumbs, or people who didn't value your heart the way it deserved. You've stepped into a level of awareness where your spirit no longer allows you to settle for anything that doesn't resonate with your soul. And because of that growth, the universe is now bringing you into a chapter that matches your new frequency. But here's where it gets deeper. Listen to this, because this message is for you. Someone connected to your destiny is feeling this shift too. Yes. Someone who cares about you, someone who underestimated the power of the connection, someone who didn't understand their feelings until your energy pulled away, someone who thought they could manage the distance only to realize that losing you would break something inside them that they don't know how to repair. They've been feeling waves of emotion, longing, clarity, regret, hope, confusion, all mixing together in a way that forces them to confront their truth. They've been replaying moments with you. They've been thinking about what they didn't say. They've been wondering what would happen if they lost their chance forever. Don't scroll, your heart needs this. Their dreams have been vivid lately, almost haunting, with your presence showing up again and again, not to unsettle them but to awaken something inside. Their intuition has been louder. Their emotions have been sharper. Their thoughts drift back to you even when they try to focus elsewhere. This isn't obsession, it's alignment. It's the universe nudging them toward honesty, clarity, and action. Someone around them has even noticed their shift, asking questions like, "Are you okay?" or "You've been quiet lately," without realizing they're talking to a heart wrestling with truth. They want to reach out. They want to speak. They want to say what they've never had the courage to admit. But they're scared. Not of you, but of themselves, of their vulnerability, of stepping into a love that feels bigger than anything they've known. Listen to this. This message is for you. The universe is working on their heart right now, softening it, guiding it, preparing it, aligning it with the emotional version of themselves they need to be in order to step toward you without fear. And that's why the next 24 hours are so important. Not because everything will unfold at once, but because their awareness is heightening, their courage is building, their intuition is aligning with yours, and the spiritual pressure around this connection is intensifying. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now. You're going to notice things today and tomorrow that feel like small signs, but they are actually markers of alignment. A sudden thought that feels like it wasn't yours. A moment of peace out of nowhere. A song that hits too deeply. A memory that resurfaces for no logical reason. A burst of intuition that says, something is coming. And yes, this is also about your destiny outside of love. Opportunities, clarity, breakthroughs, unexpected messages, financial blessings, emotional relief, these things are swirling around your energy field, preparing to break through. But the universe needs you to stay aware, receptive, grounded, and open. Listen to this. This message is for you. The shift happening right now is not just spiritual, but emotional and practical. You've stepped into a window where blessings accelerate, connections clarify, intuition sharpens, and destiny moves forward with a speed that may feel surreal. Don't scroll, your heart needs this final truth. The next chapter of your life is not going to be built on fear, confusion, or waiting. It will be built on clarity, connection, alignment, and divine timing. Someone's heart is waking up. Your spirit is leveling up. The universe is opening up. And your life, your real life, your aligned life, is about to begin in a way that will make everything you endured finally make sense. Keep watching closely, the shift is already on its way to you. Don't scroll, because what you're about to hear is already moving through your energy, and your heart needs this right now, especially because the spiritual momentum building around you has reached a point where the universe is no longer whispering, it's speaking loudly, directly, and unmistakably, and this message is for you, even if a part of you doubts it or feels unprepared for the truth that's forming behind the scenes. Listen to this. You are stepping into a chapter where everything that once confused you, every mixed signal, every delay, every emotional pull, every moment of uncertainty, is about to be replaced with clarity so powerful it will feel like your soul is waking up in real time, and as you listen to these words, something inside you already recognizes that this moment has been coming for a while. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now. Someone connected to your destiny is going through an emotional shift so intense that they can barely keep themselves together, and even though they've tried to distract themselves, tried to focus on other things, tried to convince themselves that silence or distance would make the connection fade, the exact opposite has happened. Your absence has amplified everything. Your energy is echoing inside them like a heartbeat, louder each day, impossible to ignore. They're starting to feel what you felt. They're noticing the emptiness. They're questioning their choices. They're battling their pride. They're remembering moments with you in vivid detail, the way you listened, the way you looked at them, the way your presence grounded them, and these memories are hitting them out of nowhere, like emotional flashbacks pulling them into truths they tried to bury. Listen to this, because this message is for you. Their intuition is waking up in a way that scares them, because for the first time they can actually sense what life might look like without you, and it terrifies them. They've been seeing signs, too. Angel numbers that repeat every time they think of you. Dreams that feel so real they wake up breathless. Songs that feel like messages. Unexpected reminders, your initials, your favorite colors, your birthday numbers, showing up in ways that feel too precise to be coincidence. And the universe isn't done, it's pushing them, nudging them, cornering them emotionally, not to punish them but to awaken them, to show them that the connection they tried to run from is the exact one their soul has been craving. Don't scroll, your heart needs this. Someone in their life recently confronted them, intentionally or accidentally, about their mood, their distance, or the emotional weight they've been carrying, and it forced them to face the truth they've been avoiding. They can't shake you. They can't replace you. They can't forget you. And now the fear of losing you is louder than the fear that held them back. That's why they've been restless lately. That's why they've been overthinking. That's why their energy feels unsettled. They're approaching a breaking point, a spiritual threshold where action becomes inevitable. Listen to this, this message is for you. Within them is a storm of emotions, longing, regret, curiosity, hope, fear, desire. And every day one emotion grows stronger than the rest, the need to reconnect with you. They've been replaying the last moments you shared. They've been analyzing your silence. They've been wondering if you're moving on or if someone else is stepping into their place. And that thought, that someone else might be getting closer to your heart, is pushing them into a level of urgency they've never felt before. Don't scroll, your heart needs this. The universe is aligning a moment where everything clicks for them. A moment that forces honesty. A moment that dissolves fear. A moment where they can't avoid the truth any longer. And that moment is close, closer than you think, closer than they expected, closer than the universe usually allows without intense preparation. You're going to feel it before it happens. A random thought of them that hits too strongly. A sudden sense of warmth in your chest. A moment of deep calm for no reason. A song that feels like a message. A dream that feels like a reunion. These aren't coincidences, They're energetic signals of a soul waking up and reaching for you. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now. The version of this person that's emerging is not the one you last encountered. They're growing, softening, awakening, shedding old fears, releasing ego, seeing things clearly, finally understanding that what they feel for you isn't temporary. It's spiritual, it's aligned, it's destiny level. And the universe is preparing both of you for a shift that will unfold in steps, first in energy, then in thought, then in courage, then in action. Listen to this, because this message is for you. The connection you share has never been one-sided, never been random, never been accidental. It's been divinely orchestrated from the moment your paths crossed, and even when things looked uncertain, the universe was simply recalibrating your timelines. Someone is being guided toward you, being pulled toward you, being awakened to the truth of who you are to them. Someone irreplaceable, someone unforgettable, someone their soul feels safe with. Don't scroll, your heart needs this final truth. The emotional pressure building inside this person is not going to fade, it's going to push them forward, push them to speak, push them to reach out, push them to reveal what they've kept hidden for far too long. And when they do, everything. Your doubts, their silence, the confusion, will finally make sense. The universe is preparing both of you for a moment of truth. Keep watching, the breakthrough is already moving toward you. Don't scroll, because what I'm about to say is already connecting with something deep inside you, something that's been stirring, something that's been trying to break through your confusion and your overthinking, and your heart needs this right now, especially because the energy around you has entered a phase where nothing is accidental anymore, not the people who pull away, not the ones who suddenly come to mind, not the dreams that feel like warnings or previews, not the angel numbers that keep flashing in your face. 111, 222, 555, each one a spiritual nudge telling you that something big is shifting, and this message is for you. Someone in your life is finally confronting emotions they've ignored, denied, or buried for far too long, and the universe is putting pressure on their spirit in a way that is impossible for them to escape anymore. Listen to this, because your heart needs this right now. This person has been running from their own feelings, not because they didn't care, not because they didn't see your worth, but because the depth of the connection scared them, the intensity made them question whether they were enough, whether they were ready, whether they deserved someone who sees them the way you do, and instead of stepping toward you, they hesitated, they hid behind excuses, they let fear speak louder than destiny. But that avoidance is collapsing now, piece by piece, moment by moment, because life has started to confront them with emotional truth they can't ignore. Don't scroll, your heart needs this. This person has been experiencing unusual emotional waves lately, random sadness, sudden longing, unexpected nostalgia that hits them like a punch to the chest, and these emotions are divinely guided, not random. The universe is triggering their awakening, forcing them to see what their heart has been trying to tell them all along. They've been thinking about you at times when it makes no logical sense. They've been waking up with your name in their mind. They've been having dreams where you appear, sometimes reaching for them, sometimes walking away from them, and these dreams are shaking them because they feel so real, so symbolic, so spiritually loaded, like a message that if they don't act soon, they may lose their chance with you forever. Listen to this, because this message is for you. Someone close to them has noticed this shift too. A friend, a cousin, a coworker, someone who knows them well enough to see past the facade, has confronted them, asking, Why do you keep thinking about them? Why do you look sad when their name comes up? Why don't you just reach out? And that conversation cracked something open, revealing a truth they've been avoiding. They still want you, they still feel you, they still carry you in their spirit. Don't scroll, your heart needs this. The universe is aligning circumstances around this person to push them toward a moment where staying silent is no longer an option. They're seeing reminders of you everywhere, they're feeling emotional pressure, they're sensing the spiritual connection more intensely with each passing day, and the fear they once used to justify their distance is being replaced by a deeper fear, the fear of losing you. They're replaying the last conversation you had. They're analyzing your silence, wondering if you're done, wondering if you've moved on, wondering if you've closed your heart to them. And that uncertainty is eating at them, pushing them toward the truth they've tried to run from. They want to be in your life, and losing you would break them in ways they aren't prepared for. Listen to this, because this message is meant for you. The growth they've been forced into is not small, not surface level, it's internal, emotional, spiritual. They've had moments recently where they realized they weren't showing up the way you deserved, weren't communicating, weren't being honest about their feelings, weren't giving the connection a fair chance, and now they're battling guilt, longing, and hope all at once. Don't scroll, your heart needs this. Your energy has been calling to them even when you've been silent, even when you've pulled back to protect your peace, even when you've told yourself you're done caring. They feel your emotional distance, and paradoxically, it's your silence, your strength, your self-control that has awakened them the most. They expected you to chase. They expected you to wait. They expected you to still be available. But your silence disrupted their assumptions, forcing them to confront the possibility that you are no longer holding space for them, and that possibility is driving them into action. Listen to this, the universe is creating a moment. A conversation, a sign, an internal breakthrough, where this person finally realizes that hiding their feelings is no longer safe, no longer sustainable, no longer aligned with their spiritual path. They are reaching a point where they feel pulled toward you with a force that feels destiny-led, guided, undeniable. They've been rehearsing what to say, forming messages they never send, imagining how you'll respond, wondering if you'll be cold, warm, open, distant, hurt, or relieved. They are terrified, but they're also being guided. Don't scroll, your heart needs this now more than ever. The universe is preparing them to make a move soon, not out of impulse, not out of loneliness, but out of clarity. They're realizing that the connection between you is different, deeper, spiritual, soul-rooted, and they're finally understanding that this connection is not something they can replace or replicate. They are being spiritually pulled to confess something they've held onto for far too long, the feelings they hid, the reasons they pulled away, the truth their soul has been screaming behind the silence. Listen closely, because this message is for you. The breakthrough you've been waiting for is not a fantasy, it's forming right now in their heart, their thoughts, their dreams, their conversations. And when they finally step forward, everything that confused you will begin to make sense. Don't scroll. The universe is not finished yet. Don't scroll, because what I'm about to reveal is already vibrating in your energy, already pressing against the edges of your intuition, already stirring a feeling inside you that you can't quite explain, and your heart needs this right now, truly needs it, because the universe has brought you to this exact moment for a reason. And this message is for you even if a part of you wonders whether you're imagining things. Listen closely, because the shift coming toward you is bigger, deeper, and more emotionally charged than anything you've felt in a long time. Something, or someone, has been pulling at your spirit, and whether you realize it or not, you've been feeling the emotional ripple effects of a transformation happening behind the scenes, especially within the heart of someone who once held back, stayed silent, or didn't show up for you in the way you deserved. Don't scroll, your heart needs this. This person has entered a stage of deep reflection, almost like they're being spiritually forced to confront every emotion they tried to avoid, every truth they tried to bury, every feeling they tried to numb, and now their soul is restless because you keep rising in their mind. They think of you unexpectedly, while they're at work, while they're driving, while they're lying in bed trying to sleep. They see your face in places it doesn't belong. They replay memories that were supposed to fade. They hear your name in conversations where no one said it. And worse for them, every sign the universe sends pushes your energy directly into their awareness. Listen to this, because this message is for you. They've been seeing angel numbers constantly, 111 when they're thinking about reaching out, 222 when they're questioning if the connection is mutual, 555 when their emotions overwhelm them and they realize change is unavoidable, and even 717 or 414 when they're praying, yes, praying, for clarity about what to do next. And don't scroll, your heart needs this right now. Someone close to them has noticed the shift, the quietness, the softness, the heaviness, the way their eyes seem distant, the way their energy collapses the moment the topic turns toward love, connection, or regret. That person asked them something they weren't ready to hear. Are you still in love with them? And your person froze. Not because they didn't know the answer, but because they finally realized the answer has been there all along. They haven't stopped caring. They haven't stopped wanting you. They haven't stopped feeling you. If anything, the distance, the silence, the space between you has made their emotions stronger, louder, undeniable. Don't scroll, because your heart needs this. They have moments where they almost reach out. Where their fingers hover over your name, where they type a message and delete it, where they imagine showing up in person and just telling you everything, but fear stops them, fear of rejection, fear of being vulnerable, fear that they've waited too long. But that fear is starting to crumble. The emotional pressure the universe is placing on them is too intense. Their spirit knows that staying silent is no longer safe, no longer sustainable, no longer aligned with where life is trying to take them. They're being pulled toward honesty, toward action, toward you. Listen to this. This message is for you because you've been feeling the shift too. You've had random emotional waves that don't feel like yours. You've had dreams that feel like messages. You've had moments where your intuition whispers their name. You've questioned why memories suddenly feel sharper. You've wondered why your chest feels heavy out of nowhere. These aren't coincidences, they're spiritual chord activations. This connection is awakening again. Don't scroll, your heart needs this. The universe is preparing both of you for a moment where truth finally rises to the surface. Your silence has taught them the lesson they were refusing to learn. Your withdrawal cracked their ego. Your self-respect awakened their soul. You didn't chase, and that made them realize how deeply they want to be chosen. You didn't beg, and that made them realize they took your presence for granted. You didn't cling, and that made them realize you have options, real options, and losing you isn't just a fear, it's a possibility that terrifies them. Listen closely, because this message is still for you. They're imagining what they'll say when they finally reach out. They're practicing their words. They're imagining apologizing for the confusion, the silence, the mixed signals, the hesitations. They're imagining telling you they weren't ready before, but they're getting ready now. They're imagining hearing your voice again, seeing your reaction, feeling your energy return. And whether they admit it or not, the thought of reconnecting brings them peace in a way nothing else does. Don't scroll, your heart needs this. They're nearing a breaking point, a spiritual tipping point. Where the need to speak becomes stronger than the fear of speaking, where the need to move becomes stronger than the fear of moving, where the need to choose you becomes stronger than the fear of losing you. The universe is orchestrating this moment with precision. Synchronicities will increase. Emotional intensity will rise. Their dreams will get clearer. Their intuition will get louder. And soon, something, a message, a sign, a feeling, will push them past the edge. Listen to this carefully. What's coming next is a revelation, a confession, an emotional opening that will make everything that confused you finally make sense. This person is not done with you. Their soul is not done with you. And the universe is not done with this connection. Don't scroll, the breakthrough is closer than you think. Don't scroll, because what I'm about to say is going to resonate with a part of you that's been whispering for answers, aching for clarity, and sensing a shift that your mind can't quite explain but your spirit feels intensely, and your heart needs this right now more than you realize, because this message is for you and only you. Listen closely. The emotional energy around your life has reached a peak where the universe is no longer allowing certain cycles to continue, no longer permitting old fears to hold you back, no longer letting people who are meant to love you stay silent, confused, or hiding behind their comfort zones. Something massive is unfolding behind the scenes, something tied to your destiny, your healing, your alignment, and yes, your soulmate connection. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now. The person you're spiritually connected to has been experiencing an overwhelming inner storm, the kind that forces transformation, the kind that pushes someone out of emotional avoidance and into emotional truth. They've been wrestling with feelings they tried so hard to ignore, trying to drown out the intensity with distractions, routine, or logic, but nothing is working anymore. Every time they think of moving forward without you, their spirit hits a wall. Every time they try to convince themselves they're fine, the universe sends a sign, a song, a dream, a memory, angel numbers like 111, 222, 444, that snaps them right back into the reality of what they feel. And listen to this, because this message is for you. They've been feeling your absence like a void, a hollowness that no one else can fill. They're realizing that your silence isn't anger, it's growth. It's protection. It's self-respect. And that scares them, but it also wakes them up. Don't scroll, your heart needs this. They've reached a point where they're questioning everything, why they hesitated, why they didn't communicate better, why they let fear guide their decisions. The clarity hitting them right now is emotional and spiritual, and it's intense. They're starting to see the ways they sabotaged a connection that was meant to elevate them. They're realizing they misread your strength as detachment, your silence as indifference, your distance as moving on. And that realization is crushing them in a way they never expected. Listen to this, someone close to them, someone who knows their patterns, recently called them out. They said something like, "You're not yourself," or "Why don't you just tell them how you feel," or "You're going to lose them if you keep doing this." And those words pierced straight through their armor. That conversation is replaying in their mind over and over, and each time it plays, it pushes them closer to confronting their truth. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now. Your person is having internal battles they didn't have the emotional maturity to fight before. They're questioning whether they deserve you. They're afraid you've moved on. They're terrified that someone else might have stepped into the emotional space they left empty. And that jealousy, that fear, is not just insecurity. It's awakening. It's the realization that the love they tried to downplay is actually irreplaceable. Listen to this, because this message is for you. They've been imagining scenarios of reaching out to you, replaying how the conversation might go, wondering whether you'd welcome them or keep them at a distance. They're practicing their words in silence, rewriting the message in their mind, trying to find the courage to bridge the gap. And the universe is intensifying that urge. Signs are increasing. Emotional nudges are stronger. Dreams feel too real to ignore. Don't scroll, your heart needs this. The universe is preparing them for a moment of truth, a moment where they can't run, can't hide, can't pretend anymore. They're stepping into a phase where vulnerability becomes more necessary than protection. And this transformation is happening rapidly. Faster than they expected, faster than they feel ready for, but the universe doesn't wait for comfort. It moves when alignment demands it. Listen to this, the emotional waves you've been experiencing lately, the sudden sadness, the random longing, the unexpected calm, aren't just yours. You're feeling their energy. You're feeling their awakening. You're feeling their shift. Spiritual connections work like that. When one soul stirs, the other feels the ripple. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now. They're beginning to see you through a new lens, the lens they should have used from the start. They see your worth. They see your strength. They see the purity of your intentions. And for the first time, they're not intimidated, they're inspired. They're motivated. They're ready to step up in a way they weren't before. Listen closely, because this message is for you. The universe has been preparing you too. You've been shedding old emotional patterns, releasing expectations, stepping into your power without even realizing it. This silence, this distance, this waiting, it wasn't punishment. It was preparation. You had to grow separately so you could meet again with clarity. Don't scroll, your heart needs this final truth. Your person is getting ready. Their soul is moving toward you. Their fear is dissolving. Their clarity is rising. And the breakthrough, the moment where everything shifts, is approaching faster than you think. The universe is aligning both of you for a reunion of truth, vulnerability, and emotional transformation. Stay open. Stay centered. Stay ready. Because what's coming is not small. It's destiny. Don't scroll, because what I'm about to reveal reaches into the deepest part of your spirit, the part that's been waiting for answers, craving clarity, sensing a shift even when you couldn't explain it, and your heart needs this right now because this message is for you in a way that's both divine and unavoidable. Listen closely. You are entering the final moments before a massive breakthrough, and the energy around you has reached a point where the universe is no longer moving slowly, no longer whispering, no longer dropping subtle hints. Now it's pushing, pulling, aligning, and clearing everything in your path so that what's meant for you can no longer be delayed, and what's coming toward you is not just emotional closure or a simple message, but a life-altering revelation from someone who has been spiritually tied to you in ways even they didn't understand until now. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now. This person has been walking around with an emotional storm building inside them, a mixture of longing, regret, hope, fear, and awakening that has reached a point where silence is becoming unbearable. They've been feeling the energetic pull toward you stronger than ever, feeling your absence in ways that shake them, feeling memories spill into their mind uninvited, feeling signs appear everywhere they turn. Angel numbers like 111, 555, 717, 222. Each one hitting them like a spiritual warning that time is running out and that this connection can't be ignored any longer. They've tried pretending they're fine. They've tried convincing themselves they've moved on. They've tried distracting their heart with work, with people, with noise, with anything that keeps them from facing the truth inside them, but the universe is stripping away those distractions one by one. Listen to this, because this message is for you. Someone recently confronted them, someone who saw the crack in their voice when your name came up, someone who noticed the quiet sadness in their eyes when they tried to act unaffected, someone who told them, "You're going to lose them if you don't do something," and that sentence hit them like a spiritual earthquake, shaking loose every defense they used to hide behind. Don't scroll. Your heart needs this. They've been imagining life without you, not because they want to, but because fear forces them to imagine the worst, and every time they picture you moving on, smiling with someone else, building a future that doesn't include them, their heart drops into their stomach, and that panic, yes, panic, is waking them up faster than anything ever has. They're realizing it was never casual. Never temporary. Never one-sided. What they feel for you is deeper, heavier, more spiritual than they let themselves believe, and now they're standing in the middle of an emotional crossroads where they can either step forward and confess or lose the one soul connection they've never been able to shake. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now. They've been dreaming of you. Dreams that feel real, dreams where they try to reach you but can't, dreams where you walk away and they wake up breathless, shaken, terrified that the dream is a sign, and honestly, it is. The dreams are warnings, spiritual messages urging them to stop waiting, stop hiding, stop letting fear ruin something divinely aligned. Listen closely, because this message is still for you. They keep picking up their phone, opening your messages, scrolling through old conversations, remembering the softness of your words, the warmth in your tone, the way you saw them when no one else did. They start typing. They delete. They start again. They delete again. Their fear is loud, but their soul is louder. And the universe is amplifying that inner voice day by day, pushing them toward the moment where they finally break the silence. Don't scroll, your heart needs this. The growth happening inside them is intense, uncomfortable, and overdue. They're facing truths about themselves they used to avoid, how they pull away when they care too much, how they sabotage what feels real, how they let pride talk louder than love, how they let fear make decisions their heart never agreed with, and this internal awakening is transforming them. They're starting to understand the role you played in their life. Not just a lover, not just a friend, but a soul catalyst, a mirror, a divine turning point. Listen to this. They are finally recognizing that you weren't asking for too much, you were asking for the right things, things they weren't ready to give but now realize they can't live without giving. The universe is showing them signs that are too clear to ignore. Your initials appearing randomly, your favorite songs playing when they're least prepared, your birthday numbers on clocks, addresses, receipts, and these synchronicities are pushing them toward a decision that's been forming in their soul for weeks. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now. A moment is coming where everything you've been confused about will make sense. A message, a confession, a vulnerable truth will break through the silence, because they're reaching the emotional breaking point where they can't hold it in anymore. And when they come forward, it won't be casual or half-hearted, it will be emotional, raw, honest, and full of everything they've been too scared to say. They're getting ready to tell you what they feel. They're getting ready to open their heart. They're getting ready to fight for what they almost lost. Listen to this final part, because this message is directly for your spirit. What you feel coming is real. What your intuition has been picking up on is accurate. The connection didn't fade, it transformed. And the breakthrough you've been waiting for is already in motion. Don't scroll. The moment everything shifts is closer than you think. Don't scroll, because what I'm about to tell you is the final piece of the message your soul has been feeling building for days, maybe weeks, and your heart needs this right now because this moment, yes, this exact moment, is the turning point where everything comes together, where confusion becomes clarity, where silence becomes revelation, and where the universe prepares you for a shift that has been aligning behind the scenes long before you even realized it. So listen closely because this message is for you. The emotional storm that's been circling around your life hasn't been random. It hasn't been chaos without purpose. It hasn't been a sign that things are falling apart. Instead, it has been the spiritual pressure that forms right before a breakthrough, the pressure that forces stale energy to break, the pressure that pushes two souls closer together even when distance or silence tries to stand in the way. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now. The person whose energy has been intertwined with yours is standing at the edge of a decision that will change everything between you, a decision the universe has been guiding them toward with signs, synchronicities, dreams, emotional waves, and moments of clarity they can no longer ignore. They've been feeling you more intensely than ever. Your silence, your strength, your distance, your absence have awakened parts of their heart they didn't even know existed, parts that are now demanding truth, movement, and emotional honesty. This person has been hitting breaking point after breaking point internally, questioning everything they thought they knew about themselves, questioning the choices they made, questioning why they let fear keep them from something that felt divinely aligned, and now they're sitting with the weight of that realization, the ache of regret, and the burning desire to fix things before it's too late. Don't scroll, your heart needs this. The universe has been pushing them through emotional lessons at rapid speed, lessons about vulnerability, communication, pride, trust, and timing, and every one of those lessons has one thing in common: you. They're seeing now how your presence brought them peace. They're seeing now how your absence exposed their wounds. They're seeing now how your energy awakened something inside them that cannot be replicated by anyone else. And the more they try to deny it, the louder the signs become. They see angel numbers constantly, 111 reminding them to take the initiative, 222 confirming your souls are connected, 333 pushing them towards spiritual maturity, 555 signaling the massive change they've been avoiding, and 717, the call to choose love over fear. And every time one of these numbers appears, their chest tightens because they know exactly who they're being guided toward, you. Listen to this, because this message is for you. Their dreams about you have become more vivid, more emotional, more symbolic, dreams where they speak the words they've been afraid to say in real life, dreams where they try to catch you before you walk away, dreams where you look at them with the same softness you once did, dreams that leave them waking up breathless, shaken, and overwhelmed with realization. And these dreams are working. They're shifting their energy, breaking down resistance, dissolving ego, waking their soul up to the truth that's been sitting in their heart this entire time. Don't scroll, your heart needs this. Someone in their circle has noticed how emotionally off balance they've been and has started asking them hard questions, questions that pierce through the excuses, the pride, the fear, and those conversations have forced them to confront the truth. They're not over you, they never were, and they don't want to live their life wondering, what if? They've even caught themselves zoning out mid-conversation, thinking about you instead of the present moment, replaying memories in their mind, imagining what they would say if they had the chance to speak to you again. And with every passing day, the urgency grows stronger. Listen to this carefully. Your person is reaching the point where the emotional weight they've been carrying becomes too heavy to hold in. The internal conflict, the longing, the regret, the fear, the hope, it's all building toward a moment of action, a moment where their heart will override their hesitation, a moment where they will choose honesty over comfort. And the universe is aligning them for that moment right now. Don't scroll. Your heart needs this, you've been feeling this energetic build-up too. The sudden waves of emotion, the unexpected sense of calm, the intuitive nudges, the flashes of their face in your mind, the sense that something is coming. That's not imagination. That's the spiritual cord between you vibrating with momentum. Your souls are syncing. The universe is coordinating. Something is approaching. And it's closer than you think. Listen to this, you are being prepared emotionally as well. All the moments you felt alone, confused, disappointed, or forgotten were actually moments of spiritual refinement, moments where your strength grew, your self-worth solidified, your intuition sharpened. You were being shaped into the version of yourself who could receive the truth that's coming, the version of yourself who doesn't settle for half-effort love, who doesn't chase, who doesn't shrink, who doesn't stay quiet about your worth. Don't scroll, your heart needs this final truth. A message, a confession, or a breakthrough is coming, something that will bring everything full circle, something that will expose what was hidden, something that will heal what was broken, something that will show you why you had to be patient. The universe has not forgotten you. Love has not passed you by. Your story is shifting. Their heart is awakening. And the moment where everything changes is already on its way. Stay open. Stay grounded. Stay ready. The breakthrough you've been feeling? It's real, closer, louder, and more powerful than you can imagine.